Welcome back to the coin world. Old coin review and value, the ultimate destination for rare coin discoveries, numismatic treasures, and the hidden value in your pocket change, where every coin tells a story of history, artistry, and hidden value. Today, we're going to dive deep into the incredible and fascinating story of the 2008 Arizona quarter dollar, a coin that not only represents the beauty and pride of the Grand Canyon State but also carries unique, minting details and symbolism that make it one of the most captivating coins of the 21st century. The 2008 Arizona quarter is part of the U.S. 50 State Quarters program, one of the most successful and beloved coin series in American history. This program began in 1999 and ran until 2008, with each coin representing one of the 50 states. Every design told a story of heritage, culture, and the spirit that shaped the United States. The Arizona quarter was the 48th coin released in this remarkable series, honoring the state's admission to the Union in 1912. When the Arizona quarter was officially released on June 2, 2008, it immediately captured the attention of both the public and collectors. Its design was breathtaking, filled with layers of meaning and visual storytelling. The obverse, like all quarters in the series, bears the familiar portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan, a symbol of continuity and national identity. But it's the reverse, the side representing Arizona, that truly makes this coin a masterpiece. The reverse design, created by artist Joseph F. Menai, showcases Arizona's most iconic natural wonder, the Grand Canyon, stretching across the background. The Grand Canyon is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, carved by the mighty Colorado River over millions of years. Its depiction on the coin symbolizes the timeless beauty and geological power of the state. In the foreground of the coin stands the majestic saguaro cactus, an enduring symbol of the American Southwest. The saguaro doesn't just represent Arizona's desert landscape, it stands for resilience, endurance, and life in even the harshest conditions. Interestingly, the saguaro doesn't actually grow inside the Grand Canyon, yet its inclusion in the design was a deliberate artistic choice, blending two powerful icons of the state into one harmonious image. Beneath the imagery lies the inscription, Grand Canyon State, Arizona's official nickname. This simple phrase evokes a deep sense of pride among Arizonans, reminding everyone that their state is home to one of the world's greatest natural treasures. The design process for the Arizona quarter was an event in itself. Residents of the state submitted thousands of ideas to the U.S. Mint, each hoping to capture Arizona's essence. After much debate and voting, the Grand Canyon and saguaro combination was chosen, a decision that beautifully balanced nature, identity, and pride. When the coin entered circulation, millions of Americans marveled at its design. But beyond its beauty, the Arizona quarter carries hidden details that fascinate collectors even more. One of these is a rare minting error that occurred on some coins, where parts of the cactus or the state name appear to be partially covered by an extra layer of metal known as a die chip error. These flawed coins became instant treasures among numismatists, often selling for far more than face value. The 2008 Arizona quarter was minted at 3 primary locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The coins from Philadelphia and Denver were struck for circulation, while the San Francisco Mint produced special proof and silver proof versions for collectors. The silver proof coins, composed of 90% silver, have a brilliant mirror-like finish that makes the Grand Canyon shimmer under light, a true collector's gem. But the significance of the Arizona quarter extends far beyond metal and design. It represents the end of an era, as it was among the final coins in the 50 State Quarters program. This program had revived the American public's interest in coin collecting, sparking a nationwide phenomenon. Families, children, and collectors eagerly awaited each new release, and the Arizona quarter marked the final moments of this extraordinary journey through American geography and history. For Arizona itself, the coin became a miniature ambassador of its natural and cultural legacy. The Grand Canyon, a geological wonder millions of years in the making, symbolizes patience and timeless beauty. The saguaro cactus, capable of living over 150 years, represents endurance and survival. Together they tell a story of balance, the harmony between earth and life in a rugged yet breathtaking land. Collectors today still treasure the 2008 Arizona quarter, especially in circulated or proof specimens. Depending on condition, mint mark, and variety, these coins can range from modest collector value to significant worth, particularly those with rare errors or pristine finish. Beyond Its monetary value, the Arizona quarter, stands as a piece of living history, a reminder of America's landscape's artistry and unity through diversity. Holding this coin is like holding a postcard from the desert, a token of sunlight and red rock cliffs, a reflection of the land that continues to inspire poets, travelers, and dreamers. The way the light dances on the ridges of the Grand Canyon on the coin's surface almost feels alive. The shadows of the cactus arms, the gleam of the word Arizona, the delicate engraving of the canyon walls all come together to create a piece that captures the spirit of the state like no other. As the years pass, coins like the 2008 Arizona quarter remind us that even everyday change in our pockets carries history, emotion, and art. They are more than currency. They are tiny monuments to time, culture, and memory. So, if you ever come across a 2008 Arizona quarter, don't overlook it. It might be more than just a quarter. Check for mint marks, examine the details, and you might discover an error, variety, or proof version that's worth far more than 25 cents. And here's something to think about if you have this coin in your collection. Imagine finding a simple 2020 Liberty quarter dollar in your pocket change and discovering it could be worth far more than its face value. If you have this coin, it might turn the tables for you. Stick around until the end of the video to find out its potential value and how you can sell it for a great price. The 2020 Liberty quarter dollar is one of those modern coins that surprises collectors and everyday people alike. Released as part of the America the Beautiful quarter program, it features distinctive reverse designs that make it instantly recognizable. Many of these coins entered circulation in large numbers, but a small fraction came with unique minting errors, limited strike varieties, or near-perfect conditions that can dramatically increase their value among numismatists. What makes this coin stand out is not just its year but the details. Some 2020 quarters were struck with rare mint errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or even special low mintage varieties that slipped through regular production unnoticed. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with these features because they can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their condition and rarity. Another key factor is grading. Coins preserved in mint state or higher grades, often certified by professional grading services, can fetch premium prices. The difference between a circulated coin and one in pristine condition can mean the difference between a regular quarter and a small fortune. Even coins found in everyday transactions can sometimes hold hidden potential if they're examined carefully for rare varieties. 2020 was also a year of historical significance, and that has added extra appeal to coins minted during this period. Many collectors view these coins as part of a unique chapter in American history, which further fuels demand and price growth in the collector's market. Whether it's the West Point mint issues with the W mark or special commemorative designs, the 2020 quarters hold a special place among modern collectibles. Before rushing to spend or exchange any 2020 Liberty quarter you come across, it's essential to check every detail, from the mint mark to the strike quality and any signs of unusual patterns on the coin. Many valuable coins have been found by people who simply took the time to inspect what they thought was ordinary change. Welcome back to my channel, The Coins World. Today, we're traveling back to the year 1940 to uncover the fascinating story behind the Liberty 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. At first glance, this coin might seem like just another everyday nickel, but its place in American history and numismatics is far more significant than many realize. The year 1940 was a time when the United States was on the brink of monumental change. While the nation had not yet entered World War II, the effects of the global conflict were being felt strongly. The American economy was recovering from the Great Depression, and industries were shifting gears to support war efforts abroad. This changing landscape influenced not only politics and economics but also the country's coinage. The Liberty 5-cent coin of 1940 features the enduring portrait of Thomas Jefferson, America's third president and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The design was introduced in 1938, replacing the long-running Buffalo nickel series, created by artist Felix Schlag. The Jefferson nickel represented a more classical and architectural vision of American identity. On the obverse side, Jefferson's profile faces left. The inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1940 surround his portrait. The reverse depicts Monticello Jefferson's famous home in Virginia, a symbol of his intellect, innovation, and connection to American ideals. Above Monticello is the Latin motto E pluribus unum. Below it reads Monticello 5 cents and United States of America. The year 1940 saw the continued production of this iconic design. This was only the third full year of the Jefferson nickel series, making early examples like the 1940 issue historically important for collectors. Production occurred at 3 mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each leaving its mark on the coinage of the era. The Philadelphia Mint, which struck coins without a mint mark, at this time produced the largest number of 1940 nickels. Denver coins bore the D mint mark, while San Francisco coins were marked with an S. Together, these issues reflect the scale of coinage needed to support a growing economy still recovering from economic hardship. In total, more than 176 million Jefferson nickels were struck in 1940. Philadelphia produced approximately 176,485,000 coins. Denver struck around 43,540,000, and San Francisco contributed about 39,690,000. These numbers show the massive demand for coinage in daily transactions as the economy regained momentum. What makes the 1940 nickel especially fascinating is its position at the crossroads between peacetime coinage and the dramatic changes that would come during World War II. Just 2 years later, in 1942, the U.S. Mint would alter the composition of the nickel, removing most of the nickel metal and introducing the famous silver wartime nickels to conserve materials for the war effort. The 1940 Liberty 5-cent coins were still made from the original composition of 75. Today we're diving into the fascinating story of one of the most iconic coins from the mid-20th century, the 1960 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. This little piece of metal may seem ordinary, but hidden within its design, minting history, and varieties lies a tale of craftsmanship, change, and hidden value that will absolutely surprise you. So sit tight, coin lovers, this is one story you don't want to miss. The 5-cent coin as we know it today was first introduced in 1938, replacing the famous Buffalo nickel. The U.S. Mint held a design competition to honor Thomas Jefferson III, President of the United States and the author of the Declaration of Independence. Out of 390 entries, Felix Schlag, a German-American sculptor, won the competition. His design showed a left-facing portrait of Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse, a design that became iconic and lasted for decades. By the time 1960 arrived, the Jefferson nickel had already been circulating for over 20 years, and America was experiencing enormous social and economic change, the space race, the Cold War, and a booming post-war economy. Through all that, the nickel remained a quiet witness in the hands of millions of Americans. The 1960 Jefferson nickel might not look rare at first glance, but it holds an important place in U.S. coin history. It represents the classic pre-modern era of American coinage, before the mint switched to more modernized dies and minting technology. Each 1960 nickel is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5 grams and measuring 21.2 millimeters in diameter. That simple yet enduring alloy composition gives the coin its silvery tone, strong, durable, and resistant to corrosion, just like Jefferson's legacy. Look closely at the obverse. Jefferson's stern yet thoughtful face reflects leadership and vision. Above him are the words, "In God we trust," and to the left, liberty, followed by the date 1960. On the reverse, the Monticello building stands proudly in the center with the inscriptions E pluribus unum above, and below it the words Monticello 5 cents and United States of America. Every fine line from Jefferson's cheek to the pillars of Monticello tells the story of America's dedication to freedom and progress. The 1960 Jefferson nickel was struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; San Francisco, S. Each mint had its unique striking characteristics. The Denver Mint produced the largest number of 1960 nickels, while the San Francisco Mint made fewer proof coins for collectors. The most exciting part: some 1960 nickels show die cracks, double dies, and full step Monticello varieties. These are the hidden treasures that can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. The term full steps refers to the clarity of the steps on the Monticello building on the reverse side. If all 5 or 6 steps are fully visible and strike sharp, the coin commands a premium value in the market. These fully detailed strikes are extremely rare for 1960 due to die wear and striking pressure variations. A 1960D full steps Jefferson nickel in mint state can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on grade and condition. In 1960, America was entering a new era. John F. Kennedy was about to become president. The nation's economy was thriving, cars were getting sleeker, and the dream of going to the moon was alive. During this time, millions of Americans carried Jefferson nickels in their pockets, using them to buy candy, newspapers, and gasoline, not knowing that one day collectors would treasure these coins as symbols of a pivotal time in American history. The San Francisco Mint also struck special proof nickels for collectors, polished to a mirror finish and packaged for those who love the artistry of coins. These proofs often have sharp strikes, frosted designs, and stunning luster. 1960 proof nickel graded PR67 or PR68 can easily sell for $50, $300, while exceptionally preserved pieces with deep cameo contrast can exceed $1,000. Now, here's where things get truly exciting. Some 1960 5-cent coins have unique minting errors that make them extremely valuable. Double die obverse, where Jefferson's profile or the date appears double dot off-center strikes, giving the coin a dramatic, eye-catching look. Clipped blankets, where a part of the coin is missing due to a minting mishap. Repunched mint marks are PMIS, especially seen in 1960D nickels, where the mint mark was struck more than once. Each of these errors can raise the value from a few dollars to several thousand, depending on rarity and condition. The 1960 nickel marks the end of an era, the last few years before the mint's modernization and before major design changes in U.S. coinage. Collectors cherish it for its balance of classic design, historical connection, and hidden rarity. It's a coin that connects generations, from Jefferson's 18th century ideals to the 20th century dreams of space exploration and modern America. A typical circulated 1960 nickel might fetch only 10 to 25 cents, but in uncirculated condition, especially with full steps, it can range from $20 to over $1,000. Exceptional proof or error examples have sold for over $3,000 at major auctions, proving that even the smallest coins can carry monumental worth when rarity and history align. Every 1960 nickel is a snapshot of American spirit, strong, enduring, and full of history. It carries the image of a founding father who envisioned liberty and equality, and a building that represents education and enlightenment. So the next time you see a 1960 Jefferson nickel, don't just pass it by. Hold it up to the light, look for the steps, the shine, the mint mark, and remember that in your hands,